Well, the month of June and early July brought historic flooding to parts of Montana. In places like southern Montana, Glacier County, and Helena, many homeowners were caught off guard. MTN's Lindsay Stenger spoke with a restoration company for tips on how to minimize the damage in the future.
In June of 2021, Day Springs Restoration received 50 flooding calls. In June 2022, almost 150.
Just chasing jobs around Montana.
Flooding after flooding after even more flooding.
You're seeing flooding in areas that haven't flooded for, in some cases, hundreds of years.
And after a historic drought just last year, Montana and Montana homes were not ready for the recent flooding.
We don't see flash flooding in Montana. It's such an unusual thing to see.
Day Spring Restoration duo Haley Newman and Daniel Hart have been on calls throughout the flooding disasters.
Right now we've got open jobs all the way up towards the border of Canada, all the way down to Lewistown, just here in Great Falls Branch, not counting the stuff that's going on with Helena and flooding. So we're kind of all across the board.
In fact, Day Spring Billings office has tripled their numbers for June.
There's been so many events that have happened here in Montana that have been described as once-in-a-generation events.
Although nothing can prevent a natural disaster, there are a few things that you can do to minimize the damage.
A lot of times the gutters that ordinarily work, whether they're street gutters or the rain gutters on your home, is that they just become overwhelmed with the unusual amount of rain. And so making sure that the gutters are clean is an excellent first step. So many cases where the damage is preventable, where just having the downspouts directed away from the home, making sure that there are not areas where the water is going to come up against the foundation, seep down the side of the foundation and into the home is a very simple step and would prevent, in many cases, tens of thousands of dollars of damage.
Checking gutters and drains seems like a good trade-off to avoid a hefty bill. In Great Falls, Lindsay Stenger, MTN News.
In western Montana, officials are warning boaters and floaters to be aware of log jams, trees, and debris in the water. Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks is advising checking the river before recreating on the water. You may even need to get out and carry your boat in certain areas. Vivek Krauser with FWP says the Bitterroot River in particular is seeing log jams.
So if it's a stretch of river you're getting ready to float and you can drive or walk along it before you go to kind of check out what the conditions are, that's the best bet. And then make sure you have a life jacket on, make sure you're traveling with others that have experience, and take it slow, scout ahead when in doubt, and then just, carry your gear in and have people walk around if there's ever a spot that looks a bit unsafe.
Krauser also says temperatures are still cold as well, so keep that in mind before you head out.